Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I have shared a video. I've just been enjoying our summer break and our Christmas break, so I haven't really been doing a lot of work. I'm just taking a little bit of a break, but I am going to be slowly creating more content from now. And today's video is a journal with me video, and it's a collaboration. So this is my video for Junk Journal January, which is a really awesome journaling challenge which is hosted by megjournals, and it's also in collab with Get Messy Art Journal this year. So basically there's going to be a different creator sharing a video every day for the month of January, and there are prompts for every day, so you can join in and you can have a different prompt to journal off every day of January. And you can also watch a new video if you check out the playlist, which I'll link down below, and there's different creators, so you can get inspired by a whole bunch of different people and get some ideas for each prompt. Today's prompt is eclectic, and this is my prompt that I'm representing in my video, and this is kind of a perfect prompt for me because my journals are always very eclectic. And so today in this spread I basically just went around my craft room and I gathered up a really random mixture of items. So some things were real ephemera, like from my life, and then other things were vintage ephemera or just random bits of decoration, different bits and pieces, and I just put them all in a pile, and then you see me here starting to work them into a page. So I started out with that green sticky note, and I just wanted to write something down on there that was really cute. So my little niece, apparently whenever she is around other adults that are kind to her, she calls them Yo-Yo because I'm Auntie Yo-Yo, and so she's kind of associating the name Yo-Yo with, I don't know, kind adults, kind to her adults. I thought that was so cute, so I wrote that down on a sticky note and I put it in the page like that. And then there's some other random bits that I'm working into the page as well, like that vintage postcard which I added as a tuck spot and an envelope inside it to do journaling later on. Then I also have some other things like this vintage doily, it's a paper doily, and my Cluedo playing piece from Christmas. So we played a bunch of board games on Boxing Day and we played Cluedo, and that was one of my like little note cards that I used. So I stuck that directly on the page, and then I have some other bits which you see me working in here as well. So my journal is almost finished. I am just finishing off the last few blank pages in here, and then I'm going to be sharing a flip through of that really soon, hopefully in the next few weeks. And then I really need to get started making myself a new junk journal. I've got a few ideas, so I'm really excited to get to that. I kind of want to change it up a little bit and just, I don't know, change out the energy and the creative energy and challenge myself in new ways. So I'm excited to put something together that does that challenges me, and I'll be sharing a flip through of that as well once I get that finished. So I'm kind of just puzzling pieces together on the page, and this is eclectic because nothing really goes together. Everything's from different places. Some things are personal to me, but not all things. Some things are just decorative or cool little vintage bits and pieces. I also had started to collect bread tags. We go through a lot of bread in our house, and there was like a bunch of these laying around the kitchen after Christmas, and I just collected them. And so I decided to staple them on this short page here, and it doesn't fill out the entire page with bread tags, but there's room to continue adding more to the bread tags. I'm so sorry if you can hear that bird in the background. I don't know what kind of bird that is, but it's really loud. So I just stapled those bread tags directly to the page with the idea that I could continue collecting more whilst I finish out my journal. So in the time that it takes me to finish the last few pages in my journal, I'll keep adding bread tags to that page. It's just a random thing to collect. It's kind of cool to look back on too because it has the dates on it, so it's kind of a cool way to capture a time period in your journal. So once I did that, I'm just kind of flicking back and forward between the pages and adding things gradually. I had a little wallpaper scrap which I fit into a little section of the page. I had some pressed clovers which were laminated, which I added to the page, and I like the way that you can see through because it's just in a laminator sheet, so you can see through. It's like a clear pocket. I added it with staples so I could still slip that envelope behind it. Some of the other pieces I have for this page are like little quote cards that I have laying around. I have this adorable little wolf illustration that my son did. He did it probably about a year ago now, and I thought it was so good. He brought it to me, he'd cut it out, and I at first I thought it was cut out of a children's book or something because it was so good. So I've had that for a while and I wanted to glue that down somewhere. So I glued that on top of that brown paper bag, and then I glued the brown paper bag into my journal as well. So again, just flicking back and forward between the pages until it feels complete. So I'm just adding more and more things. I'm adding space for journaling, I'm adding decoration, and yeah, it's just a gradual process. Whenever I start this process, I don't know what the end result's going to look like. I just had the idea of collecting random things and then fitting them together into a spread, and nothing more than that. So it really is a bit of a random process and an unpredictable process. You don't know what your end result's going to be when you start, but it's kind of fun to begin with almost like a kit. If you gather things together and you just work within the things that you've gathered for yourself, then you're not reaching for more things throughout your craft room, or more decoration, or more stickers, or whatever it is. You're not continuously trying to think of other things that you have. Everything's already there in front of you. It just makes journaling easier in that respect. So for the envelope that I tucked into that postcard pocket, I wanted to put some lined paper in there so I could do some written journaling, and it didn't quite fit. So then I took my scissors, and whilst the page was folded, I just did like a wavy line, like a wavy cut, to make it small enough to fit, and that also gave the paper a decorative edge, which was really cool. I liked how that turned out as well. On top of the envelope, I drew these little stars, and I did like kind of like a banner of stars just to decorate the envelope on both the front and the back. And I think that turned out really cute as well. I just wanted to add some kind of decoration to the outside of that envelope. In my new journal, I definitely want to incorporate more drawing, more doodling, and more writing. So I guess it's kind of like leaning into that a little bit as well. Once I did that off camera, I did my journaling. So I'm just giving you a little preview here where I journaled. So I journaled all over that lined paper, which I was talking about before. And I also did some journaling directly on the page. So in a few different little places, I kind of just annotated what was on the page, and then did like little arrows toward things. I wrote bread next to the bread tags, and then I journaled about that cute little wolf that my son had drawn. And now to finish up the page, I'm pulling out some stickers, and I'm just randomly placing stickers around the page. This page, again, it's eclectic, so nothing has to really match. And I just kind of enjoyed picking whatever I felt like and not thinking about it too much, and not making things match in a theme or in a color scheme or anything like that. They're just random stickers, really random ephemera, really random titles. Everything's eclectic, nothing goes together. And then last of all, I took out my highlighter. I've really been enjoying doing this as well, just pulling out a highlighter and highlighting different phrases on the page or some of my journaling on the page. I like how it looks, and it's just a fun thing to do. So that is what I did to finish up the page, and now I'm just giving you a close-up look at the page. This is, again, my page for eclectic, but there's a different prompt every day if you want to join in. It's a really fun challenge, and it's great in January to kind of kickstart a fresh year of journaling. So I really encourage you to check it out, and I will make sure to link everything down below so that you can. If you're new to the idea of Junk Journal January, everything will be down below. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today and watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're feeling inspired to journal, and I'll see you very soon for a complete journal flip through of this journal.